What is up, Gamer Army? Welcome back to Psycho Gamer. I am your host, Aubrey, and it's a special edition of Psycho Gamer today. Now, many of you that have been on the forums know probably what game I'm going to talk about because it's been basically the talk of the town for all of the forums right now, as well as the Facebook groups. We're going to talk about the Ridge Racer Arcade1up title. Yes, it has been shown off by Wayfair. We're going to take a look at that in this episode. But first, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe and turn on those post notifications because I appreciate you guys coming and checking this video out. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about Ridge Racer right after this. All right, welcome back. Like I mentioned, we are going to talk about Ridge Racer that was kind of leaked online. I'm kind of confused about them actually leaking it, especially with the games that they actually showed on this particular cabinet. So before we really dive into it, we're going to move over into my actual desktop here so we can see exactly what we are talking about. Here we are. We are looking at the Ridge Racer cabinet. It is actually looking really, really cool. I do like how everything looks. Obviously, the marquee is a big focal point for this because it is completely different from anything else that Arcade1up has actually done. Now, my question is this going to be a legitimate sale, or is this something that somebody made up and then they saw and they're like, hey, let's see if people actually want to pre-order this or want to build some excitement on this particular cabinet? Will their actual Raspberry Pi or whatever their PCB boards are they going to be able to handle the Ridge Racer games? I guess we can wait and see. I mean, we've already been seeing a lot of talk about Tron. Tron's been on multiple outlets from Canada. I mean, the Indigo website was the first one that actually cracked it. Now it's been on things like Amazon Canada. It's also been on Best Buy Canada. But the Best Buy Canada website has deleted it. So, I don't know. I guess we're going to see it's popped back up on Indigo, though, from what I've heard. This particular cabinet, because that's a completely different thing that we're talking about, is coming out at $799.99, or at least that's the price that we are looking at right this second. I don't think it's going to be 24 inches high. That's going to be very, very small. So I think they've kind of got their stuff a little bit messed up. It almost looks like it's going to be for the actual riser itself. But I don't know. We'll see what happens because there's a whole lot wrong with the description for this particular title. But we're going to take a look at the pictures. We're going to zoom in. We're going to take a look at what they're actually showing us. And then we're going to go over the very confusing description that they've actually got out there. However, I have been told by a friend of mine that the rumor is this is going to have Ridge Racer 1 and 2 along with Rave Racer. I would love to see them do Ridge Racer 4 on there. I mean, that is a very old game. You're talking old PlayStation game, but I think it would have been a really good addition to this. But maybe that's me. I don't know. So, obviously it says out of stock because they haven't done anything for it. So, you're looking at, from the bottom up, we have two pedals there. You have your gas, you have your brake, obviously. It looks like it's got some really good art on it. You got your twin turbo on the side, Ridge Racer. The twin turbo is for the second Ridge Racer game. I could be mistaken. You have Ridge Racer on the front there. You have your gear shift. You have your steering wheel. You have your start, view, live, and I'm assuming that's the headphone jack that they're starting to put on a lot of these particular cabinets. You can see the art on the left side, or on the, technically the, I guess the right side if you're looking from the back. It depends on how you want to look at it. We're going to go on the facing side over here with the big Ridge Racer on the side. And then you have the really nice Ridge Racer marquee at the top. Again, this is unlike anything Arcade1up has really done. And it's nice to see if this is a legitimate cabinet, that they are thinking outside of the box when it comes to their look and their design. When it comes to these, they're actually going for a completely different look. This is from the opposite side, and then we're going to take a look at the actual control deck you have right here. So You get your on and off. You have your volume control right there as well. You have your up and down shift. I mean, I don't know. This doesn't really look fully legit. It almost looks like a 3D rendering or model here that, from what I can see on this picture. But I don't know. I could be wrong. It's going to have live play, so I'm assuming that means you're going to be able to play against other racers online. You got your view, you got your start. I'm not sure what the view would be. If you guys know, please go ahead and post down below. I'm assuming that has to do with the viewing angle, maybe third person versus first person when it comes to the racing. And then you have your headphone jack right here as well. That's basically it for the pictures. There's only 3 actual pictures right here. And as you can see, it has all your dials and everything. It's basically going to be a sticker on there. But here's the confusing part. When we look at the actual description itself, it's time to class up. With class of 81, they screwed this up. So they put the description for Miss Pac-Man and Galaga for class of 81 on here. So it's like somebody really, really screwed up bad on this particular cabinet right here. So with what my friend mentioned, Ridge Racer 1 and 2 and Rave Racer would make more sense on this particular cabinet. Somebody just kind of jacked this whole thing up in terms of specifications, weight and dimensions, and weight 80 pounds. I could probably see that being correct. But here's the question. If this is actually a legitimate arcade cabinet from Arcade1up, I guess as legitimate as you can be, are they going to do a sit-down version of this? Did they have a sit-down version of it? I don't know. But a lot of people liked Outrun for sit-down as well as the stand-up version. So maybe having 2 different SKUs of this one would actually be really good. Do I agree with this price? I don't think this price is right. I don't think it's legitimate. I think it should be significantly less than this. But I think what may have happened here is they may have accidentally put the Ridge Racer in this when they were supposed to do the Miss Pac-Man and Galaga class of 81. So, or vice versa. Whatever the reasoning is, somebody dropped the ball, somebody screwed up and released some information that possibly shouldn't have been released just yet. Have we heard anything from John D about this yet? No, we haven't heard anything from John D that I have seen. But if he actually watches this video, which, you know, I doubt he will because there's probably dozens of other people making videos just like this, it'd be cool if he shined a little light on what is going on in terms of this cabinet. Is this real? Is this legit? Is it kind of dumb information? Is this just a 3D render that somebody may have leaked? I don't know. Again, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. There's not really much information other than when you look at all this, this has all the information for that Miss Pac-Man Galaga split, which I'm actually looking forward to that particular game. I'm really not going to lie to you. I do like Miss Pac-Man. It's one of my favorite versions of Pac-Man. I actually like Miss Pac-Man more than regular Pac-Man just because of how it is. It's just the speed is a little bit faster, and just the look and the controls just seem a little more tight, I guess you could say, for me. But that's going to do it, guys. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I appreciate each and every one of you coming out and checking out my video. Trying to do some different things when it comes to the channel, if not this one, maybe starting a second one. Just keep your eyes out for that, and I'll have to let you guys know what's going on with that. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe, guys. Turn on the little bell notification so you know exactly when I post new videos. And until next time, game on.